The ladies on The View are calling for Biden to resign. Can't get better than this.
So some strategists and columnists and some people at this table are calling for Biden to be replaced on the ticket, but others are coming to Joe's defense. Watch.
There is panic that has set in among people who have watched this debate, who are Democrats, people who are strategists, and some even inside Democratic campaigns. Yeah. Do you think it's unfounded?
Well, I think it's unhelpful, and I think it's unnecessary. We've got to go in and got to keep our heads high. And as I say, we've got to have the back of this president. You don't turn your back because of one performance. What kind of party does that?
There was a slow start, but it was a strong finish. And what became very clear through the course of the night is that Joe Biden is fighting on behalf of the American people.
He was a very different person on the stage 4 years ago when you debated him. You must, I mean, that's certainly true, is it not?
Look at this. Look at this. This is CNN giving pushback to Kamala Harris. After no pushback has been given for the last 4 years, 5 years, zero pushback, zero reporting, everybody's a conspiracy theorist. Now there is pushback that's happening to the vice president, by the way.
I'm not going to spend all night with you talking about the last 90 minutes when I've been watching the last 3.5 years of performance.
Okay. So let me ask you, is it even possible to replace Biden at this stage of the game? And have Republicans considered replacing their candidate, as Sonny pointed out, with someone who isn't a twice impeached serial liar and a convicted felon?
Well, clearly the Republicans have not, right? Yeah. As Anna just mentioned,
yeah.
They're not going to do. They're going to fall in line, unlike the Democrats. I liked what I saw from Kamala. I liked what I saw from Gavin. She said he had a slow start, but a strong finish. But I've been watching him for 3.5 years, and I know what he can do. With Kamala, the vice president, by his side, that gives me great comfort. With Gavin Newsom as a potential successor, that gives me great comfort.
You are making the fatal mistake of trusting politicians and allowing politicians like Gavin Newsom and politicians like Kamala Harris to give you peace and comfort over the situation. I don't know if you guys watched the debate between Cenk Uygur and Destiny. That video should be released. It's not right now, but it will be soon, probably by the time this video's up. And Cenk puts it out straight. Joe Biden will not win, and that's from somebody who he literally said he'd still vote for Joe Biden if it's Joe Biden and Trump, but he's saying that Biden's not going to win. You're trusting these people who have motive, and you're going to say that that brings you comfort, really. It should bring you comfort if Joe Biden or MAGA world was worried about it, but they're not. It's your guys' party that's freaking out.
I have no comfort in who would succeed Donald Trump because he said that he's going to be a dictator from day one.
Yeah.
So in my...
Not from day one. That's a lie. Oh, that's a lie. Donald Trump said on day one, he'll be a dictator. On day one. And what was the context that you're leaving out? The context was he's going to be a dictator because he's going to shut down the border and he's going to start deporting. Oh, okay. So he's not going to be a freaking dictator just on day one. And still, that's not what dictators do. Okay. So lies.
My view, if we're going to talk about successors, yes, you may want to talk about a Hakeem Jeffries, the way, you may want to talk about Hakeem, the way Nancy Pelosi looked inside of herself and passed the baton. You may want to do that. You may want to think about Pete Buttigieg, who I'm not sure if this country is ready for a gay president, but I think he's certainly qualified.
Pete Buttigieg, really? This is the guy who's been running our transportation. We've had bridges collapse. We've had grocery stores out of stock with things. You can go to a grocery store. You could in 2021, 2022, 2023. And shelves would be empty. Pete Buttigieg, really? Who was too busy to, do do his job and handle transportation. He was too busy because him and his husband were adopting a baby, a child. Yeah, that's the guy who we should have as president? Are you kidding me?
And Gavin Newsom, again, qualified, is the governor, runs one of the largest economies in the world. But again,
I think people think of him as too liberal, don't you?
I don't think so. I think he's ready. I think any of those people are ready. But remember, we have Joe Biden and we have the vice president of the United States who looked very strong last night.
She did.
Stop it. You know, when Sunny first got on, she started talking about how there should be a president. You know, Joe Biden shouldn't be the only one who's questioned and brought down and being replaced. And she gave this whole little monologue about how we should also consider, Republicans should consider Donald Trump being taken down and replaced. And it seems like she's changed her tune. It seems like she got the call and she was told, hey, listen, you better back Biden and continue to back Biden. Just me, or does it seem like that's what's happening? Because she's changed her tune on these things. And by the way, another way she's changed her tune is she's not being so arrogant about the situation. Whenever we look at their response with the debate, Sunny and all of these View girls are like, Donald Trump thinks that this is just going to be so easy. He thinks that this is going to be light work. He wants Joe Biden to get drug tested. He's trying to do this smear. He's trying to do XYZ. And he's going to fail. Joe Biden is preparing. He's strong. Watch.
We are 2 days away from the debate, and as President Biden plans his strategy at Camp David, you know who is resorting to his same old accusations he made against Biden last time and Hillary back in 2016. Take a look.
We should take a drug test prior, because I don't know what's going on with her, but at the beginning of her last debate, she was all pumped up.
I'm willing to take a drug test. I think he should, too. People say he was on performance-enhancing drugs. A lot of people have said that.
He's sleeping now because they want to get him good and strong, so a little before debate time, he gets a shot in the ass.
My God.
He's such a charmer.
I think that's Ozempic.
No, he's on Viagra and Gas-X.
Ha 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 ha. Laugh, guys, laugh. Ha ha. This is so freaking funny. I'm freaking losing it over how hilarious this is.
Well, the White House refused the drug test request, saying these are desperate lies and they're proof that you know who is scared and really not ready, and that Biden will be ready and waiting for him. So, you know, does President Biden need to counter these attacks, or does he need to do his job?
I don't think he should. No. I think we know that President Biden has been hunkered down in Camp David, taking this seriously and preparing for the debate, which is something that Donald Trump obviously is not doing, since he's just sort of at rallies talking about shots in the butt. I think that...
Talking about sharks, and what was that? Was it
Sharks, Hannibal Lecter?
Sharks, you know, he's afraid of sharks.
Yeah.
Stormy Daniels told us that. I think that it's true. She testified to that.
I thought he meant his agents.
Yeah, no. But, you know, Trump is the one that called for the debates. That's what I don't understand. He was like, come for, you know, any time, any place. And then Biden was like, bet.
Well, that now, but...
And now he's afraid of it.
You know what?
And I want you guys to understand that this is literally like a couple days before the debate that Sunny is like, oh, yeah, Joe Biden's like, bet. Let's go. Let's do it. I'm ready. And they're all hyping Joe Biden up. It's delusional. It's delusional what these people are stooping to. You can see right here, Russell Brand, he points out how different Joe Biden is from 2019 to 2024. Look at Joe Biden in 2019. Has his haircut. Look at his hair in 2024. Dude looks... I mean, I feel bad.
I continue to think we have to make fundamental changes in civil rights. And those civil rights, by the way, include not just only African Americans, but the LGBT community.
He wants to get rid of the ability of Medicare for the
I did not oppose busing in America. What I opposed is busing ordered by the Department of Education. That's what I oppose.
Making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the COVID. With dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if you will determine the outcome of this election, vote, vote, vote. If you're able to vote early in your state, vote early. If you're able to vote in person, vote in person. Vote whatever way is the best way for you, because he cannot stop you. And I'm going to continue to move until we get the total ban on the total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more Border Patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look.
Bet. Joe Biden's like, bet. He's ready. He's prepared. Here's Joe using Dr. Jill as a cane. This is just sad. And you know what's sad is that these women on The View are trying to double down. They're trying to double down. And they're trying to get this poor guy that's clear to basically everybody, even Democrats. They're trying to get him to stay in office for 4 more years. I mean, seriously, let him go. Let him go. Stop trying to back him. Stop doing all of this. Like, he has 4 years, did terrible for 4 years. And you want his last moments of life to be in that White House? Really? And look at people even pointing out, actually, the truth is that during the first primetime debate of 2019, Biden looked half dead. Afterwards, the entire media hammered him. He whispered like he just did during this debate. 2 weeks later, he was a completely different guy, screaming, talking fast, different drugs. This is from Mays. 675 likes, 71,000 views. Just a comment under Russell Brand. People are saying that this isn't even new. This has been happening. I was saying he had dementia in 2019. There were definite signs. It was obvious then, but at least he was lucid most of the time. Now it's like, how can you not see it? Yeah. How can you not see it? Oh my gosh. Ladies on The View will do whatever they can to push the DNC to maintain their establishment paychecks from ABC. This is just another case in point. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.